New Zealand is an island nation in the continent of Oceania, located southeast of Australia. New Zealand is known as a peaceful country or heavenly state to the whole world. Basically, New Zealand is an island nation consisting of numerous small islands. The country's environment, natural beauty and fauna are diverse and abundant. Maori village, wooden crafts can be seen here. Here you will find a wide variety of wooden furniture, which looks very similar to those used in ancient times. All in all, New Zealand is a dream name for any traveller. New Zealand consists of two main large islands, called the North Island and the South Island. A relatively narrow strait called Cook Strait separates the two islands. Besides, there are numerous small islands, among which Stewart Island and Chatham Islands are notable. Wellington, the capital of New Zealand, is located in the North Island. It is the most southerly of all the capitals of the world. Auckland, the largest city in New Zealand, is located on the North Island. Both islands of New Zealand are full of mountains. The South Island is home to a long mountain range called the Southern Alps. The mountains trap moist oceanic winds, and as a result, thick fog-like cloud cover is often seen around them. The majority of people in New Zealand today are white of European descent. The indigenous people of New Zealand are called Maori. They are the largest minority ethnic group. A significant number of people of Asian descent also live here, especially in urban areas. English is the most widely spoken language in New Zealand. Maori is the mother tongue of the indigenous Maori. The Maoris came to New Zealand from the Pacific Island region of Polynesia. They called this country Aotearoa, which means land of the long white clouds. Traditional Maori culture is still alive in New Zealand, but it has now merged with the European culture of modern New Zealand. Today in New Zealand, traditional Maori music is played in harmony with the flute, and traditional Maori dances are also performed. Wood carving, painting, weaving handicrafts are part of Maori culture. New Zealand is a developed country, ranking at the top of the International Human Development Index. In addition, the country is an advanced country in terms of quality of life, life expectancy, education rate, peace and progress, economic freedom, business and trade opportunities, media freedom, protection of political rights, etc. New Zealand cities are among the most livable cities in the world. New Zealand is well known for the merino breed of sheep, whose wool is world famous. Many large sheep farms are scattered on the hills of the South Island. In addition to wool, New Zealand produces excellent quality butter, cheese, and meat. The head of state of New Zealand is Queen Elizabeth II of England. His representative New Zealand government has state power. In fact, the Queen has no influence on the political affairs of the state. The Queen is only officially the head of state. The Parliament, under a democratically elected Prime Minister, is vested with state power. The Prime Minister is the head of government of New Zealand. The environment and fauna of this country is diverse and unique in nature. Before human settlement, there were many endemic birds, many species of which gradually became extinct as the population increased. A long-beaked but flightless bird called the kiwi is only found in New Zealand. The kiwi bird is a national symbol of New Zealand. Even New Zealanders are sometimes referred to as Kiwis in the media. History of New Zealand. About 700 years ago, various Polynesian tribes discovered New Zealand and settled here. They gradually developed a distinct Maori culture. In 1642, the first European explorer, Dutchman Abel Tasman, dropped anchor in New Zealand. From the late 18th century, explorers, sailors, missionaries, and merchants regularly visited here. In 1840, the British Empire and the Maori tribes of New Zealand signed a treaty that brought New Zealand under the British Empire. Maoris were given the same status as British citizens. During this time, European settlement began on a large scale in New Zealand. The imposition of European economic and judicial systems resulted in Maori losing most of their land to Europeans and impoverishing them. In the 1930s, New Zealand began to be developed as a welfare state. Government intervention in the economy is increased. At the same time, a kind of cultural revolution or renaissance took place among the Maori. Maori began to settle in cities in large numbers and began to agitate for their rights. In the 1980s, government intervention in the economy was reduced and many liberal policies were implemented. In the past, New Zealand followed the United Kingdom and the United States in foreign relations, but today the country is more independent in this regard. Sports editing. There is a severe shortage of large international standard stadiums in the country. The only Wellington Regional Stadium is primarily a cricket ground. Eden Park and McLean Park are mainly rugby grounds. Lancaster Park is undergoing reconstruction. Besides, there are some other open grounds where international matches are held. Australia has hosted the Cricket World Cup twice. To host the Women's Cricket World Cup thrice. It has hosted the Youth Cricket World Cup 3 times. Subscribe to our channel. I will appear with more interesting videos like this in the next video. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end.